Good morning, brothers and sisters, boys and girls. We are looking at our solar flare activity over the last 3 days. And as you can tell, we got up into the high seas. But more importantly, we're looking at from early this morning at midnight. And it looks like as we were coming up yesterday, it just kind of got a little peak around a little C3 level. And then she just kind of slowed back down. And looks like we're getting into the calm zone a little bit. Into the, if you want to consider living in constant B-flux radiation, calm. It is in a green level, so it's more tolerable, but that doesn't mean we should be relaxing by any means, because we have got a big sunspot coming around the bend. That's actually getting bigger. I did start us off this morning at spaceweatherlive.com, and this is right here. Take a look at our sunspots. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we actually had more last night, but this is the region in particular that we're looking for. This bugger is getting pretty decent in size, and the one that we had going around the corner, well, yeah, it was pretty darn big as well. Let's take a look at it. This is our HMII viewer, and this is the group that we're looking at. These are growing in size. This one and this one are both on the positive side, and this bugger here is the negative, I believe. It's actually looking quite active. Well, it's not interacting largely, but when there's little friends that are forming, but when it does begin to get a little crazy, it's going to be nuts. Now, watching this side over here, you can see how big this guy got as it's going around and all the little friends it had to play with. So that's why this region has been so active, and it's going to continue to be active as it goes around. And this is the one that we need to watch out for. This thing right here could definitely send off something nasty if it starts moving around. It's kind of stabilizing. It's not in a major worry at the moment, but it's still something to be keeping our eyes on, because she could come in and do a little sneak attack and rut-row-raggy. And here's another angstrom for us to take a peek at through our HMI. Now, as we can tell, both of these positives are off to the side of this one, so the most interaction we'll get will be between this middle one and the left side. Now, had this positive been in the middle, or the negative been in the middle of the positives, that would have been a whole nother story. Ooh, that could have been really ugly if it done that. Now, that's not saying that it can't, because what happens when polar opposites start colliding, banging into each other, they do start to react. Well, they can also swirl themselves around, and it could always switch itself over to where it is in the right spot. That would not be good either. And here we are over at Space Weather Prediction Center.no, and we're going to look at LASCO's C2 and C3. I'm going to start us off right about midnight here on LASCO C2, and as we can see, there are quite a few friends out there saying hello to us. So everybody's got eyes to see and ears to hear. Oh, look, there's a little guy right there. How you doing, buddy? Oop! There's a little triangle of him. There's the bird. There's the head, the wings, and the tail, and his little fla-la-la-la coming out from behind him. That's always nice to see those guys, isn't it? Let's keep on going. Well, it looks like there might have been another one up top, just off the disc. But we also do see that we have a little pop right here. See that? We did have a coronal mass ejection. A little bit coming our way. There's another one right there in the pathway of it. A little bit coming our way. It looks like we might get a glancing blow of it. It looks like it was going more down than towards us, but we might get a little tick of it. Now let's come over here and take a peek at LASCO C3. And of course, I started us off right around the same time, and this is a really unique picture. You don't really see this very much. There's two of them that almost look like they're going to the same location, which is very interesting. There are a few friends in this one, not as many as in LASCO C2, however. And we can begin to see, ooh, hello, blasting in front of us. And we can see a little bit of the pop as coming up. Whoa, did you guys see that? Oh, look at that. This little refraction of light just kind of stays still there, doesn't it? They did that light bending again. There's another guy on the top right. Ooh, either going into the sun or coming out. Maybe he's shooting by it. Who knows? Maybe they're shooting it from that far out. Man, that would be something, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. That doggone Borg cube right there, just stinking bending the light. That stinker. And we can just see it starting to kick off. Uh-oh, another Borg cube. Them little snots. And here we got another friend right here. Let's go take a peek at something else. And over here, Solar Dynamic Observatory, we're looking at 304 angstroms of light, looking at our sun for filaments. And we can actually see one pop off down here on the southern limb. And you'll see what I mean as far as going down and away. Starting us off from yesterday morning, we can see all the activity coming off this sunspot that's going around the corner. Go on, get out of the way. Don't be popping off as you're going either. You don't need to say a fond farewell, just go. And here's the one that we're talking about, boom. So that comes off, comes a little bit more down and kind of to the side. Depending on how much pressure was behind it, we might get a little bit. But, like I said, it would be just a glance. Other than that, we're looking all right. And again, this is the region that we want to be keeping our eyes out for. And then over here at 193 angstroms of light, we're going to take a look at, see if we have any slight solar tsunamis coming off with those pops. And it actually looks like we do have one coming off here in just a moment. Boom, right here. This was yesterday morning. We did have a little solar tsunami with that. And we can see how active and angry the sun is here. There was one of the pops right there. And right here, I believe, is the filament that we're going to watch get released. Whoosh. Yep, there she goes. Then, of course, we do have this Earth-facing coronal hole right here, which is going to cause some increased wind speed. We could have a little bit of earthquake uptake. Shouldn't be too much because it's really not too big. It's not too bad of an area, so we might actually get a break, which would be fantastic. But I have seen that La Palma is active again. It's been active for the last couple of days. It's not like it was, but it is starting to wake back up after taking a little break. So we'll have to keep an eye on La Palma with these winds hitting us. All right. Here at windy.com, we are looking at the nitrous dioxide loser/winner of the day for having 166.39 meters cubed of nitrous dioxide, and we are in Russia, near Kemerovo and Novokuznetsk. I'm sure I screwed that up, but I apologize. So yeah, off the charts. We only go to 100, and it's 50 over the max. Man, what's going on there, huh? Looks like we're doing pretty decent, though, in other areas. Let's go take a look if this thing will actually speed up. Sometimes Windy does not like to move at the speed I wanted. That's for sure. This is what we're looking like overall. Yeah, China and India, obviously, as usual, they're getting hammered. Russia happens to be the high point for today. Over here in England, we're still pretty decent high. We're in 30s over by London, and right around 10 to 14 near Gloucestershire here at 16.31. And over here in the United States, looks like Chicago is going to be the #1 place you don't want to be. Yep, we're in the 20s. Ooh, 50, yeah, not good. 60, ouch. And then, of course, we got Canada over here. For some reason, these guys always, it's like they're trying to compete with us or something. It's like, Canada, stop it. You guys aren't supposed to be up this high. It's Canada. Everybody thinks of Canada and they think, oh, nice trees and clean everything. Well, apparently not. And as no surprise, our PM 2.5 level winner/losers of the day is in India. 160 meters cubed. Oh my gosh. And that is very high. Once again, anything over 10 increases your risk of lung cancer by like 33%. It is insane. So, yep, India is high. China was actually by a close second. And Pakistan. They were both kind of like almost in a competition for it. But the rest of the globe actually is not doing too bad whatsoever. You got this little spot right over here in Africa. That's a little high. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's Chad. I was correct. 77. Ooh, hey, That is a magical number for me, everybody. I love the number 77, but I wouldn't want that number 77 for that reason above my head, that's for sure. So, everybody stay safe, and remember, you are loved, and love is the only way forward. You guys have a good day.